My name is Alex, and today we're going to talk about the critical elements of leaping. So we're going to break it up into 5 stages. We're going to go talk about the run phase, your actual takeoff, when you're in flight, how you should land properly, and then running again afterwards. So as far as running, you're just going to run normally. You're going to take several steps of running before you want to start your leap. So essentially, you're just taking a couple steps, and you're running, and then you'll take off. With the takeoff, you want to push off the ground with one foot. So essentially, if I'm running, when I go to take off, I want to push off one foot like this. Or you can step off with the other foot. You want to step up and land. It's almost the same thing as running, except you really want to push off when you decide to plant that foot. As far as the flight, both of your feet are temporarily going to be off the ground in a stride position, and the arm opposite of the lead foot reaches forward. So it's almost just like running, except you're almost like frozen in the air. So if I'm coming up with my right leg, my left arm's gonna be forward with it, and my right arm's gonna be back. If I was pushing off with my right foot, and then having my left knee up, my right arm's gonna be forward and my left's gonna be back. So essentially, when you're in your flight stage, it's almost like you're still running, but you're just off the ground, and you're using the same form as you would if you were running. As far as landing, you're going to land on the opposite foot from the takeoff, and your knee should be bent to absorb the force, and it will cause less injury, and it'll cause less force on your knees, and it'll protect your knees more. So essentially what you're landing, you want to make sure that knee is bent just like when you wanted to make sure it was bent with jumping. So if I'm taking off on my left, I'm pushing. When I'm in the air, I'm going to land on my right. Same thing if I'm pushing off with my right, I'm here, and I'm going to land on my left. And then once you land, you're going to start taking your strides again of running, and you'll just run normally like you have been. So in order to break this up, we're going to talk about the first cue set. So for the first cue set, you're going to take off with one foot, you're going to get airborne, and you're going to land on the other foot. So you can really just practice this in place. So you're here, you're taking off, and landing. You can switch legs, taking off, landing. Once you get that down pat, you can move to cue set 2, which is the run, fly, and then run again, which is basically the whole motion. So we're going to look at it from the anterior, posterior, and lateral view. So we're going to take a couple steps of running, leap, a couple more steps, and leap again. And as far as coming forward, we're going to run, leap, leap. Notice how I'm always using my arms, always keeping my knees bent, and I do sometimes want to make sure that I'm forward, especially when I'm running. And then as far as laterally, we're going to look more at just the leap part. So you'll be here, you're running, say you're running in place, I'm taking off, and I'm leaping. And then I continue running. Same thing here, I'm running, I'm going to plant, I'm going to leap off, and come forward.